with no further ado, man, we're going to move into the next trailer right here, man. And that's going to be She-Hulk, the second trailer, man. And I haven't seen anything about this at all. I haven't seen any stills or nothing, just the poster. So I'm really happy about that because now I can actually react to everything for the first time. I've seen literally zilch.
I've only heard about, like, I already knew that this character was going to show up.
Right.
And I hear this character is going to show up at some point in this trailer, and I'm going to be pretty pumped up for it.
Okay, man. Hey, if he does, I think I might know what you're talking about just based on what we've talked about before. So I hope we see what we think we want to see. I hope we see it.
I'm hoping
sure. Hell yeah, man. She-Hulk, attorney at law. Let's see what Marvel's cooking up for us with our girl here. Oh, that's kind of funny and kind of similar to the Shazam trailer.
Wow! Jeez, what the hell, man?
Still in control of overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, normal amount of rage.
Do revert back to Gen 4.
The effects look much better.
Really necessary.
It is better than the first one. I can see that.
See, I told people to chill out a little bit.
Journey you're about to embark on.
They made her look a little bulkier, too.
Who's your best friend?
Mickey.
Spandex. Best friend. Being a Hulk.
I love that, man. That totally makes sense for today.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. I wish I could do that.
Much more to learn.
Oh, man, I love this Obi-Wan Kenobi vibe right here with Hulk.
Clearly nailing it.
Or Bruce, I should say.
I want to go back to life as a lawyer. I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, fourth wall break, sort of. I like that.
Humans are coming out of the woodwork.
Oh, what the hell? Well, that's Frogman, right? Whoa.
Launch a division.
They give me a voice vibe.
To be offensive. Jennifer Lewis. Honestly.
Haha.
I have a serious conflict of interest. This man tried to kill my cousin, Bruce.
Yeah, that's
Oh. People only care because I'm representing Emil Bonsky. I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's great.
So this is going in a way I thought it was going a little bit with the plot.
God, I really like this outfit.
Oh, nice. So she does rip up clothes when she's not wearing her other stuff.
I'm not proud of this.
Damn. Titanium. Oh, yeah, my boy. I didn't know about him.
edge of a precipice.
I am a lawyer. We do things by the book.
Book of Shanty.
No, the book of American laws.
Whether you like it or not, you're now a superhero.
Let's do this. You know that friend you had in high school? Who was way cooler than you were attractive?
Oh, that's that one chick that does that one game show.
Hello.
I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?
Yeah. They better not blink that out in the damn show, though.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's why I knew it. Yup.
Look who's back, motherfucker! Yeah.
Burns. And he's in that
Yes.
material, but he has that yellow and red. Just like his
Was it yellow and red in there?
It was a yellow and red.
But it looked like the Netflix suit still, right?
Material wise, somewhat.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Which makes sense.
I love it.
I love that they had it. Okay, so for sure,
What do you think about this trailer, man? What are you thinking?
I enjoyed it so far a lot more than at first. It caught me.
Yeah, man.
All those characters coming into play.
It's not even that. I'm liking her much more in this one. Because before I was like, I don't know where I'm at with Jennifer Walters right now with the last one, you know? And this one, I'm like, okay, I see her personality. I see how this kind of gets set up. We don't know how she becomes the Hulk yet, but I like where this is going, and I like kind of seeing how the story's set up. She's going to run into Titania and these other people, but I like how they're setting up the story. I like her personality. It's got the quips and the Marvel humor that you're used to, but I also like how she's a little sassy and kind of has that back and forth with Bruce. It's really fun. And their whole back and forth looks freaking hilarious. That's exactly the vibes I love from the MCU type stuff right there. Good humor, very good situational stuff, not always going for the gag, but it all makes sense in a training sequence when people are getting used to doing things. I really dug that. And the effects, like I told people and like we discussed, and we even said that it would be better on the next trailer. Come on, guys. Give them some time. We're a few months out from the show. Rarely do the first few trailers of even films or TV shows months to a year out look as good as like the trailers right before or right when we see the show. So I think they're going to continuously improve it till right before they drop it. So as long as the effects continue where they're at here, if not better, I'm good with it. This looks better. We're not talking about Fiona in the MCU, you know?
Yeah, I think the first, for me, from the first trailer to the second trailer, it was a huge step up, both character-wise and also with effect-wise as well.
Yes.
And now, since we have more of a solid what the plot's going to be,
Yep.
it does pull me in. I'm treating it as like a Miss Marvel. I'm treating it kind of like a Miss Marvel. Like my expectations isn't all the way up there, but it's
like before, like, you know, you're more like, okay, I'm watching anything MCU, give it to me, but I'm not expecting greatness. I'm just expecting fun. And then whatever happens from there, I'm kind of on a similar page with you. I always do expect kind of a level of quality though with the MCU because y'all have kind of been on this run. So you do, you know, you're like, okay, guys, you don't need to be perfect, but it's like you do got to keep some semblance here. You can't like Friday the 13th or something. You know what I mean? So there is a little bit of a higher expectation on the quality control of everything, I would say. But yeah, I'm treating this the same way, but I'm definitely much more like, okay, I'm actually like really anticipating this much more now. Like I'm actually really excited for the series just to come out so I can see what this is going to be more so. You know what I mean? I don't have expectations of how good it's going to be. More just like, oh, okay, I think I'm going to enjoy this. Let's just see how it all comes together. But I think I'm going to have a fun time checking it out. I don't think it's going to be like homework to want to finish it, you know?
For sure. Like it's what I'm really interested in seeing is for sure Abomination.
Yes. I love that actor, Tim Roth, man. And he was one of the only things I liked about Incredible Hulk, like a lot. Like I liked the movie okay, but he was really great.
Yeah. And then we're going to see Wong. I didn't know.
Yes. I didn't know that at all, dude. I love how he always pops into shit and we never know. How do they do that?
I'm treating, I said Daredevil was going to be it.
Yeah, that was our big prediction. And that came true because we figured attorneys, come on, y'all. They cross over all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
But
so
Wong,
I'm like, hell yeah.
I feel like he's like the new version of Nick Fury. He pops up so much.
Yes. Yes. And he works every time. He's the one thing with Phase 4, you can't knock that. He has been great in everything. The only thing I wish for Multiverse was he got to do a little more action. But everything he got in the film was still really awesome. So I love that. Shang-Chi, perfect tie-in. What else did he pop into? Did he pop into anything else?
With
so far? Yeah, with Phase 4?
With Phase 4, I think it was Shang-Chi, and it was also...
Oh, No Way Home, stupid.
No Way Home as well. Oh, yeah, for sure, No Way Home. But like, he was like there for like... He was like
a little while, but he still popped in there. Perfect little cameo. He doesn't be like, okay, they're going for the joke. It wasn't like, no, it makes sense. It's like, don't fucking do that spell, bro. Don't fuck with that shit. We got lucky we didn't get in trouble for the last one. Don't fuck with that.
Yeah, so it's cool seeing Wong being very versatile with all the characters across the
and him popping in here is so unexpected. Because now I'm like, whoa, what? Why is a sorcerer here? What does that mean? Is there something mystical going on here? You know,
that's another thing too, and then that's when they were kind of cracking jokes about like, you know, it's like more of an attorney.
The Book of Shanty.
Yeah,
I go more by the book.
Yeah, more of the book of law here.
She's the anti-Matt Murdock. He don't give a fuck, bro. He's like, I'm gonna catch them up with the law. I'm gonna break the fucking law to get my dirt. Okay. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll beat you half to death and then get my information, and then I'll turn into a lawyer, and then I'll fucking get your ass because I got connections over here. Because I'm bribing homie with cigars. You know, like. Fucking Daredevil would be dirty, bro. He'd be dirty.
Daredevil, it's gonna be interesting to see. I think
what
I've seen so far,
this might be the like more comedic thing we've ever seen him in, though, huh?
It'll probably be something comedic.
Like No Way Home a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Because I think throughout the Daredevil series, he kind of had that sarcastic.
There's some fun moments.
There's some for sure fun moments there.
But by season 3, shit just got dark, you know what I mean? So it's kind of nice to see Matt Murdock in a little bit of a brighter environment. I think that kind of makes it, we don't know, it's something different, I think. And it gives him something different as an actor. So I think it makes it like, okay, the MCU is going to give us something new with him, not just the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I think with how he left off season 3, it all makes sense to go up the tone a little bit because he already went through so much within that season.
Yes.
And by this, him showing up officially within the MCU in She-Hulk, it'll make sense that him kind of have that lighter tone, not really having too much.
He's not into the deep nitty gritty with the Kingpin right now. He's not, it's a little bit of a break in between that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because between Daredevil and the Kingpin throughout the show, they just age. At that point, they're not going to. I feel like somewhere in Echo, he might reignite that passion.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, dude. This is going to be like, oh, Matt Murdock's having some fun. I met Spider-Man. I met She-Hulk. Oh, man, this is fun. And then you're going to get into Echo, where shit's going to get real. And then he's probably going to be like teaming up with Echo, kind of helping her out in some way, probably out of the costume and in the costume. You know what I mean? And then I think it's going to bring him into contact with her old daddy-o, Mr. Kingpin. He's like, what? Your dad's who? What? And then who knows where that's going to go. And that's going to be a darker series than this, obviously, because even Hawkeye had a little more of a darker vibe with this character of Echo in the series. And we got some dark backstory going on. Betrayal, almost an attempted murder on Kingpin. That's going to put them at odds, you'd think, but maybe not. Who knows? So it's like there's so many interesting ways they can go with Daredevil, and I think we're going to ease him back into that darker direction in a much more organic way. So I think it's going to kind of give people that didn't catch up with that Netflix shit, like, oh, so this is what everyone's talking about. And then he's in it. Yeah, this is the guy. Oh, I like this guy. And then they're going to get into the dark and the nitty gritty of the shit. And we know, like I said, we're going to get more into like specific details on this when we get to this segment of the show going into phase 5 into phase 6. But we know Daredevil is getting a fucking series. Daredevil Born Again.
Off of the comics itself. And the thing is too.
So the question is, man, that's dark as fuck.
It is a dark comic, and I'm
hell yeah
that dark route instead of like having to reboot.
Aaron
is technically still alive.
Yep.
Is still alive.
Yep.
Kingpin is still around. Bring back.
Yep. Frank Castle's out there.
Frank Castle is still part of it. We don't know if he's gonna bring him back.
I think that'd be a great way to do it.
I heard that there was a rumor that they might recast Elektra, but we don't.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. She was good. She was damn good. I can't remember that girl's name, but she was really good. I do see some other actresses that could step in. Sophia Boutella is one of my choices.
Yeah, I wouldn't really mind it. I think it's going to be kind of weird to have that recast. I think with Daredevil, I think you kind of just need to have the original cast there. Make it.
Hey, if she's with it, I'm with it. It just depends on the actress and how they're going to work it out. I don't think they would just recast it just because, though. I think they'd only do it if she couldn't do the project. You know?
Yeah, if it's like something that she couldn't do, I'm like, okay, that's so.
Yeah, but if they can get everyone back, just get Foggy and everyone back. Like, let's just pick up where you left off. You got nowhere to go but up, you know? Because all those actors are so into the role. Unless your writing is just terrible, I don't see how they could really mess with this one too much.
Yeah, I would say that. But
exactly, whatever.
I think besides all that, because we're still talking about She-Hulk.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, tangents.
We'll go on with this a little bit.
Yeah, I know, my bad. I get so excited, man.
I could totally go on.
I know. Let's save it for Daredevil for a little bit because we're almost there. But I was like, oh man. But yeah, She-Hulk, man, it looks like a damn good blast. Sorry for the tangent on the Chase reaction, y'all. My bad. Yeah. But yeah, She-Hulk looks like a lot of fun. I'm definitely digging it. And like we've said before, I think I'm a little more positive on Ms. Marvel than you. Because I give Ms. Marvel probably, I think I'm going to give it an 8.25 out of 10 probably as a series overall. It was very much, I was very satisfied. I was always locked in. I had a great time with the series. They just let me down in the villain department. That's it. And I think the action could have been a little more well done. Her not being like a badass kicking everyone's asses makes sense. I just thought the effects and some of the choreography could have been a little bit better in certain sequences. Not everything, because the chase in episode 4 or 5 was awesome. But this is one of the series where I'm kind of thinking it's going to be in a similar vein. But I think this has the potential to be a little bit better because I think it has that action we're looking for. Hulk's probably going to get into some action. Let's hope we see Bruce back kicking some ass a little bit. The Abomination's something we've all wanted to pay off for, and we know he's going to be cool to see fight. So I think there's a lot of potential for this series to deliver kind of what we want and know from the MCU, but bring something new at the same time that might connect with that fan base more. So it's going to get people in there. And you don't have to compete with Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're only going to compete with Andor, which is not anywhere near the level of an Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's high level, yeah. Sure.
It won't get overshadowed as much. I think if the first 2 to 3 episodes before Andor drops is really strong, if not really great, I think they could kind of split the audience on what they're going to watch first, depending on people like us that are kind of watching both. Some people that just don't want that lighter stuff aren't going to really want it, but I think that it's kind of different stuff too. Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel kind of went for the same audience, sort of, because it was kind of all ages, where this is going to be more all ages and
a little bit more on the mature side, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I think this is definitely going to find its audience more than Andor, because Andor is going to be for the teens and adults. This is going to be for adults to kids. So I think it's going to be a nice blend of the two, but a little more of an edgier thing with the flipping off and all that kind of stuff. But,
I see.
Tony Stark says shit, so you never know. But anyway, but we're pretty excited about it. I think I'm a little more excited about it than you, just based off of the reaction to the trailer. But we're both digging it. We're going to be doing reviews about it on the channel. We're probably going to be piecing them out. We're going to do we're going to do the very first episode of it, probably us two here digital, like we're doing now. So we're going to hit that thing right when it drops, and then we're going to probably break it up into chunks and do like a couple more videos to cover the series in whole, because we got Andor dropping and a lot of stuff going on in the latter half of the year. So we got some great plans coming, guys. But make sure you stay tuned and don't sleep on all that future stuff, guys. And click the like before you dip. Click that subscribe button. And before you do that, make sure you ring the cowbell a few times and get on that drum kit, because we're trying to get the channel larger than life. We're trying to hit the road. We're trying to do a lot of great stuff, guys. We got a lot of great plans in our own phase 2 and 3. So let's try to help us reach that. Let's get to Avengers at the end of phase 1, guys. Let's try to build this out. So that's what we're doing, guys. And thanks for tuning in for that trailer reaction. We got a ton of them dropping here in the channel over this past weekend for Comic-Con, and plenty more to come. Don't you go anywhere, guys.